It's the most depressing shit, man. You know, someone on Reddit asked why people play video games, and the shortest answer I could give was still a diatribe because it was like, okay, you play video games to escape the depressing reality, but they're not even good video games. Most of them are cash grabs. Most of them are rehashes. You get banned from them and shit. This isn't even good. This isn't even good escapism. It's not even an opioid to the masses because it's not even that good at opiating. That's not a word, but it's not even good at dazing them from their own dreadful reality. What a way to start off the new year! That there is no lie good enough to get you away from this bullshit. Most of you work a 9 to 5 job. You're exhausted. You hate your job. You're depressed. Even if, let's say, you don't. Let's say you like your job or you make so much money that you get over not liking it, which is unlikely, but let's assume that. Let's assume that much. You still don't have time for your own hobbies and your own ambitions and things like that. And let's say that you do. You want to share that happiness with somebody. Well, you're not going to be able to because, you got to go through this runaround. Everything's a facade. Everything's a game. Everything's a mask. You have to, from how you interact with people to how, whether off or online, there's always some bullshit. And I don't want to use the word politically correct because it's not even really about political correctness. It's just a matter of there's these mannerisms people expect. Like, for example, talking to women is bullshit. It is fucking like pulling out teeth. I hate it. I might physically be attracted to women, but I do not like women. And I do not like interacting with women. If I want to not be alone, I have to interact with women. So already I'm doing something I really don't want to have to do, but I have to put in this effort to talk to them and deal with the bullshit they're in of, getting ignored half the time, then the other half of the time, making idle conversation and lying to them just enough to where they don't think I'm creepy, but not so much that, they just don't talk to me anymore once they get to know me. They have to be able to tolerate the real me, at least to some degree. Not that it matters, because even once they get to know the real me, there's no guarantee that I know the real them and they're gonna, ghost me or cheat on me or some bullshit. And, so all of that right there, very exhausting. A lot of work for nothing. Negative returns. And you point that out, nobody gives a fuck. You just point out it's a very exhausting trial just to talk to women, knowing they're bullshit, knowing they're whores, knowing that I don't want to deal with that. And you just that element, you're an incel automatically. Even though an incel wouldn't even know what that is because they're an incel, they're involuntarily celibate. They don't know about the interactions with women. They don't know about sex. But the normies don't think about that. They don't think about the rationality of what they say. You're just an incel. Fuck you. But it's the same reason that, they tell you to just get good when you do, because the whole video game thing, that's work too. I don't want to have to learn a new fucking game. I don't want to have to learn the mechanics and the ins and outs and being competitive and dealing with that bullshit. And, it's a bad game. It's broken. It's fucking, I shouldn't have to work to play. That makes no sense. I play to avoid work, or at least unwind from work. So why am I working while playing? And, get good, and you just suck. And that's not even talking about the whole moderator equation in that. So from the moment I get up in the morning to the moment my ass goes to bed, I'm working in some respect or another. Whether, literally or more, arbitrarily. And then, and then people try to act like, oh, why are you so angry? Gee, I wonder why. Because every waking moment of my life is some trial and error bullshit. Where it's like, I don't need to play Castlevania. My life is Castlevania. Your life is Castlevania. We don't fucking, we don't need video games to fucking, and it's like that with everything. With everything. And there's no need for it. There's no need for half of this shit. Just like what I say about moderators. Why do you need a group of people harassing you 24 hours out of the day just looking for some reason to ban your ass? You don't need it. And then they don't want me to fucking call them pedophiles and thugs and gangsters and shit when they literally spend all day lurking in the bushes waiting for someone to harass even underage people, because guess what? They ban underage people too, probably more so, in fact. So, in a way, yeah, they are kind of molesting kids. They are kind of, at the very least, assaulting and harassing kids. So, I don't think that's entirely inaccurate of a statement. But regardless, normies don't think about this shit. They don't think about anything for 10 seconds. And then they want to get mad at you. Too fucking bad. You don't get the right to be mad at me. You don't get the privilege. I'm better than you. I'm smarter than you. I fucking time and time again explain this shit to you like you're fucking 2 years old and you don't want to listen. So too bad for you. And this thing is already going on for like 7 minutes because it's just unending. And that's not gonna change because of a fucking LOL cat video. Or because, you hear some good news about a fireman donated to the sick children or whatever. That's not going to undo this shit. And even a doomsday scenario is not going to undo this shit. That's why people go on, our collapse. That's why people watch CNN and shit like that. Because they're just waiting for a climactic end to all of this. They want it to fucking end. They want the economic collapse. They want the global warming. They want the World War III. They just want this bullshit to end. I personally would love for it to end. I mean, I don't want to die. I'm beautiful. I'm funny. I'm charming. I'm intelligent. Way better than most of you. So I certainly don't deserve to die. But everybody else does. And I know I gotta die at some point because I am but a mere man. Even though I'm probably as close to God as you're ever going to witness, but I am still but a man. So, if I gotta die, I want to see everybody else die around me first. It's only fair. It's only right that as the morally superior human being, I get dibs to see other people die first. If there was a just God, that's at the very least what I be owed. Give me my free shit.